Season 2, and more, coming up on today's episode of The Latest in Tech News. Hello and welcome, Gadgeteers. This is The Latest in Tech News. I am your host, Taylor Merrick. This is the world's only 3-in-1 daily show on everything tech, gadgets, and gaming news. And if you're new here, welcome. Feel free to chat with us during the live show. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And make sure you click that follow button if you enjoy the content so that you can be notified when we go live. And if you're tuning in via the podcast, welcome. Tap the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on the latest episode. We do this every day, but do keep in mind that the podcast is about a day behind, and you really should be joining us live over at mixer.com/technewsgadget. If you're watching the rebroadcast of this show over at Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, we're currently not monitoring the chat, or it is disabled depending on settings there. Feel free to grab a snack and enjoy the show. Keep in mind that it will be coming to an end very soon, probably within the week. So if you're enjoying the content rebroadcasted out there, the full show, be sure to let me know either on the platform itself or send us a message on Twitter or Discord. Speaking of Discord, we do have a Discord server where you can send us your questions, rants, or suggestions both during or after the show. Visit technewsgadget.net/Discord to get your free invite today. Octavius, you have anything to say? Fit in? He's my pet octopus. Where the heck did he... Oh my gosh. Octavius, he was on my head this whole entire time. Okay, valid point. For those of you who were listening to the audio or the podcast episode, you totally missed it. Octavius was sitting on my head this entire intro time. But for those of you watching the video, you're getting a great laugh out of it. I know, right? Funny. Very funny, very funny. So, Octavius and I have been talking, and I know you guys are interested in the giveaway. Here's what I'm thinking we're going to do for the giveaway as I pet Octavius maniacally. Stop petting me! Okay, I won't pet you. It's kind of a little bit weird to begin with, but you're a crustaceanoid, octopusoid, octopod. Yeah, why would you pet an octopod? That's kind of weird. Anyways, we've been thinking about the giveaway. We're thinking of moving it to a monthly giveaway, and we're actually thinking of doing some fun stuff with it. It is a new month. It is November. We do have special announcements and things coming out this month, so make sure you stay tuned to the website and the show for further details. Octavius, why did you go and say that? He's telling me something like we might up the V-Buck giveaway for those of you guys who like playing Fart and Knife. Is that proper? Stop messing my script, Octavius. Okay, he's been thinking about upping the prize to like 13,000 V-Bucks giveaway. We haven't finalized that yet, but once we do, for those of you watching the live show right now, we don't have the information set, but by the time the podcast, for those of you listening via podcast, that this rolls out, it should be live over at technewsgadget.net/giveaway. So super excited about that. And it's a new month, so I don't know, I might just have to start using my coffee cup now. It is fall. In the middle of fall, I can use this for cider, apple cider specifically, and starting a little bit of hot chocolate. I don't know. When do you guys think it's a good time to start hot chocolate? Is this only like apple cider and like hot tea season, like for like October and November, and then once December rolls around, we can transition to hot cocoa? Let me know. So anyways, with that being said, before we can get into today's tech news, we always have to take a look back on this date in tech history. Today is November 1st, 2018. My headset is running low on power. I just charged you, you lazy bum. On this day in history, in 1954, the Industrial Development Engineering Associates Company began selling the Regency TR-1, which is the world's first commercial transistor radio. Texas Instruments designed and developed the transistor technology, who then partnered with IDEA to design and manufacture the completed radio. The TR-1 sold over 100,000 units, ushering in the commercial transistor industry and radio shows from here on out. So yeah, for those of you like Texas Instruments, it sounds familiar. Yeah, they still make calculators, so still around, guys. They're still around. Also on this day in 1870, the United States Weather Bureau, now known as the National Weather Service, made its first actual weather report. 24 observers sent reports by telegram to Washington, D.C. Also on this day in 1963, the largest radio telescope ever constructed, the Arecibo Observatory, opened in Arecibo, Puerto Rico. It would be used for many major discoveries, including the first direct imaging of an asteroid. I don't know what this has to do with space and tech, but I don't know. I kind of like hearing about space information stuff too. Finally, on this day in 1968, the MPAA and 2 other industry organizations introduced the voluntary rating systems for movies and TV shows. G meant good for all ages, M meant mature audiences, R was restricted, and, well, X-rated was other stuff. It would serve as a model for future voluntary systems like that used by the video game industry. So, that's all we have for tech history today. Let's get into today's tech news, shall we? First up on the docket, Mixer, the live streaming platform that this show is based and run on, introduced Season 2. Now, the reason they dubbed it Season 2 is because they wanted to appeal it in a way where it would be like a nice refresh and a build upon and a layering upon Mixer. You see, Mixer is different from Twitch. And if you don't know this, now you know. The big difference between Mixer and Twitch is that Mixer has FTL technology, which is basically like somebody types something in chat and I see it immediately. Where you get very low latency, very low lag, it's incredible. But they also have interactive tools. Mixer is very well known for that. It's the only one that does it. That's what made me fall in love with Mixer in the first place. Interaction with the community and a whole smorgasbord, as it were, of things to do. I'm just putting Octavius down really quick. He's a little bit heavy. So, yeah, Season 2 came out. And we have a video for you guys to watch. If you're so interested, we'll be playing it in full detail, talking a little bit about it. But for those of you on Mixer, you guys excited? I know I am. Let's get into it.
At Mixer, we've never been satisfied with the status quo.
You have the power!
Our ambition is to deliver the most engaging, community-first live streaming service.
It's why we've spent the last 2 years investing in innovations like sub-second latency, what we call FTL, fully interactive mixed play games, co-streaming with up to 4 streamers, Hype Zone to encourage discovery of new streamers, and of course, easy broadcasting on Xbox One, Windows 10, iOS, and Android devices. Because at our core, we want Mixer to be something different, not just another streaming platform.
Mixer is a place where community comes first. That's why we're excited to share with you the next evolution of the Mixer platform, an evolution we're calling Season 2.
With Season 2, we're investing in a whole new set of features to support both viewers and streamers.
We're adding new capabilities for expression,
giving viewers more ways to support their favorite creators,
and building recognition for the many ways Mixer users shape a positive and welcoming community.
In Season 2, we want to give viewers a new way to express themselves and participate in a stream that go way beyond just typing a message into chat. So we're creating a new category of interactions called skills.
Want to tell a streamer they're awesome with a GIF? Now you can. From animated stickers to celebratory effects like fireworks, laser shows, even bouncing beach balls. There's always a new skill to use and unlock.
And better yet, every time you use a skill on a partner's channel, you benefit the streamer.
Supporting creators is one of the most rewarding and unifying feelings in any community.
With Sparks patronage, we're making it possible for anyone to support their favorite streamer without spending any money.
Just earn and spend Sparks on a streamer's channel, and they'll reach milestones for financial payouts.
And all viewers need to do to earn Sparks is watch some streams on Mixer.
We're also introducing Mixer Embers, a paid currency to support your favorite streamer. Some skills will be exclusive to Mixer Embers, offering a more premium, celebratory experience.
With Season 2, we're adding a system to recognize each role a person plays in building a streamer's community. A system that represents more than just your financial contributions.
In each channel on Mixer, you'll be able to earn a rank that ranges from viewer to VIP.
Activities like chatting, using skills, subscribing, Coming back each day or receiving applause from other viewers will help you level up.
The more you level up, the more skills you unlock, and the more trusted you become in a streamer's community.
We're calling this evolution Season 2 for a reason. It starts with the addition of skills and Sparks patronage.
Then over the coming weeks and months, we'll continue to add new features. We'll also update and improve these experiences and incorporate new ideas based on your feedback.
Welcome to Season 2.
Welcome to Season 2.
Welcome to Season 2.
Welcome to Season 2.
So there you have it, Mixer Season 2, and as far as I can tell, most of all of this stuff that has been unlocked streamer side is available to probably and most exclusively partners, which means you have to make that partnership milestone first in order to unlock all the rest of the goodies and things to play with. But if you're a viewer, well, you'll get some perks as well on your end. So as the leaves change colors in the world, at least on this side, it marks the beginning of a new season. And today on Mixer, you'll also be seeing some fun new colors and a bit more. The entire team has been hard at work over the past few months, listening to your feedback and also trying out some new ideas of our own, all with the goal of taking live streaming to the next level. So obviously everything they do, from the investments in sub-second latency with FTL to mixed play games, co-streaming, and Hype Zone, it's always centered around building the most engaging and interactive live streaming experience for you. Blah, 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 blah. But outside of that, they've been really hush-hush on all of this stuff going on, and I know that they announced it to some streamers who had to keep it under wraps. So today, we embark upon the next major evolution of Mixer, a journey we're calling Season 2. We're specifically calling it a season because it's not just a one-day thing. Season 2 reflects the living, breathing nature of Mixer with new experiences and new things to try all the time. As part of Season 2, we're continuing to grow and refine our existing experiences with video capabilities for streaming and viewing. And then we're also investing in 3 big new areas: expression, supporting creators through new monetization opportunities, and strengthening streamer communities. Excited? Let's take a closer look. And, well, they mainly recapped it in the video, so here's what's available right now. Skills, which, well, will vary depending on things. You can use a GIF, you can have little fireworks show up in chat, and a whole bunch of other things. Also available is Sparks patronage. One of the most rewarding feelings in any community is supporting a streamer, but we know that not everyone who wants to contribute can always afford to do so, obviously. So now you can support your favorite streamer without breaking the bank by using Sparks. Earn Sparks by watching streams just like you do on Mixer initially anyways, or as a streamer when you're live, obviously. So I'm really liking this aspect of it because I have a lot of Sparks, and if you're a pro member, you earn points twice as fast, which is also a good thing. See, you can earn Sparks by watching streams, spend them on skills that were just mentioned, and help partner streamers reach milestones that actually give them real money payouts. Coming soon is Mixer Embers, which is a new virtual currency you can buy and use on high-value skills. Progression, coming in 2019. And see, this is interesting. I'm more interested in this. I can't wait till Progression comes out in late 2019 or early 2019 or mid 2019. We'll find out. Hopefully Mixer does it in time. Sure they will. But on other platforms, there are really only 2 forms of status in a streamer's channel. You're either a subscriber or you're not. But we all know that isn't really a complete picture of someone's loyalty and value to a streamer's community. Your status in a community should represent more than just your financial contributions. The Mixer progression system will reward your entire engagement on a streamer's community and on Mixer as a whole. Level up by participating in chat, using skills, earning applause from other users. Stay tuned for more details on how to applause works, or simply coming back each day. Show your support for the community, unlock new skills, and stand out from the crowd. In addition to those 3 major areas of innovation, we're continuing to grow and invest in making Mixer a great broadcast and viewing experience with several fundamental improvements to our video capabilities. We're going to be turning on automatic bitrate switching. Viewers have varying bandwidth at home or on mobile, and this feature allows us to provide a more graceful viewing experience as a viewer's bandwidth fluctuates. Also, we're providing more options for creators to use FTL streaming on a broader array of streaming software and devices by adding support for ingesting via the RTMP standard. For streamers, you know what that means. And lastly, we're adding a feature on Mixer to allow viewers to easily report any video-specific issues they see. We've seen so much passion from viewers around giving us suggestions to improve, and this will help us troubleshoot specific problems encountered in playing back video. And some of the suggestions that they've been reading and looking for improvement in, a lot of it has to do with the subreddit on Mixer. I'm semi-active in there, and that's a great place that I go to talk to a lot of other people. It's really fun. So finally, today you can dive into skills and patronage, or skills and Sparks patronage on Mixer. But as the months roll out, more things will roll out. So definitely excited. So for those of you watching today, how do you like Season 2 so far? Let me know. We're going to be unlocking some fun, cool new things, and I can't wait to see more of what Mixer has in store. Also, in the tech news world happenings today, the internet is divided over an iPhone clue. Okay, so I read the title and I'm like, okay, the author didn't really do a great job of actually telling us what the title of the article meant. It's hidden, it's buried within it. So Apple unveiled the biggest revamp to the iPad since its launch, with the screen covering the whole front of the gadget. Yeah, did you watch that special event that happened earlier this week? Well, yeah, the iPad, as I had mentioned probably earlier on, was released, announced. The screen actually covers the whole front of the gadget. The iPad Pro also now has Face ID, so users can unlock it and approve purchases just by looking at it instead of the fingerprint scanner, which is cool. Apple said that new, bigger brains mean it's more powerful than 9 in 10 PCs, despite being a super slim case just 5.9 millimeters thick. Apple's chief executive Tim Cook said the redesigned device would push what you can do on a computer even further. The firm has ditched the Lightning connector for a new type just 6 years after bringing it in, but it says the new USB-C connector makes it faster to charge and easier to connect to other devices like TVs and cameras. Now, apparently this is where this hidden clue is, because apparently the iPad Pro can be turned into a battery pack to charge your iPhone, since the USB-C connector can send power both ways. Experts said it'll likely have Apple do the same thing on ditching the Lightning port on next year's iPhone, as rumored in September. So there's your clue. Yeah, we might not be looking at the Lightning port at all. We might be just looking at USB-C connectors and be able to cross-connect and interconnect and connect and everything. So that's great. The funny thing is that in this article, it says the latest A12X Bionic processor chip, along with other internal upgrade, means the new iPad Pro has a gaming graphics performance on par with the Xbox One X games console, according to claims by Apple. I really don't think so. I wouldn't want to play an Xbox game on my iPad when it would be better on the system itself, and then I can have a controller. Do you guys understand? The controls have to be on the screen. I have to have a flat surface to play it on. Blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the other thing. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, that was it with the article. They go on to talk about the Apple Pencil stylus was introduced. When connected, a pencil automatically pairs and charges. It is sold separately. So keep in mind, if you're looking at getting the new pencil, the stylus thingy with it, but have fun. I don't know, I'm excited about the new iPad Pro and the possibilities that it brings, but I don't think it's quite on par yet with actual computers and gaming consoles. That's me hitting my coffee cup with my ring. WhatsApp apparently is adding ads to its status stories. For those of you who have WhatsApp, you might have known about this coming for a while, but yes, rumors are true. WhatsApp ads are coming. After being free to use for years, details are starting to come out about just how Facebook will monetize WhatsApp that it purchased in 2014 for $19 billion. According to India's Economic Times, WhatsApp Vice President Chris Daniels revealed that the company is going to start putting ads in the status feature of the app. Continuing, they said, we're going to be putting ads in status. That is going to be our primary monetization mode for the company, as well as an opportunity for businesses to reach people on WhatsApp. according to the report. Status is WhatsApp version of Snapchat, Facebook, or Instagram stories, consisting of quick posts and videos that disappear after 24 hours. Snapchat already allows for ads to play between its stories, while Instagram allows companies to sponsor stories with those posts featuring a line of text saying they are part of a paid partnership with the sponsor. Facebook revealed in January that WhatsApp had 1.5 billion monthly users. That's huge. The service had been free for everyone since 2016 when it dropped its $1 annual fee. Oh man, like that was going to really break the bank for users after the first year of using the service. Daniels did not say when the ads might appear. The company had previously told the Wall Street Journal that the ads in status will appear next year. Facebook's move to monetize WhatsApp is apparently one of the reasons one of the company's co-founders, Brian Acton, left Facebook in 2017. In an interview with Forbes in September, Acton explained how he was against putting ads into the messaging service he created, something that he says did not sit well with Facebook's higher up, including Mark Zuckerberg. Acton says that by leaving when he did, he left $850 million on the table. So, stay tuned, WhatsApp users. You've got ads coming to your status soon. What's the status? What? Also in the tech news world, happenings today is apparently a blank page that can't stinking load because technology sucks. Come on, guys, I'm supposed to be reading my story. Apparently the internet is going wild over a new emoji. What does it mean? Great. This takes me back to the whole picture posted on Instagram a while ago. Is the color of this dress blue or green? I think it was something else. And then like a bunch of things spread out among it. Well, for those of you who don't know, apparently iOS came out with a new update, and with it came a whole bunch of new emojis. This is on the iPhone, yes. So, well, just quick, wait, I don't know, unresponsive. Can I reload the page? Can I reload the page? Man, USA Today, your website sucks for trying to read articles because I don't know what you do. You do a lot of really dumb stuff. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so apparently the video's back up. So for those of you watching, we finally got the video back up for the podcast listeners. The face that we're looking at on the screen is this really weird face. I don't know, it's best I could probably do it. It looks like one eye's open, one eye's squinted, and then their face is doing this weird thing. And so the internet's wondering what the heck what is this? Is it scratching an itch? Does it represent bad Botox? Perhaps it's your reaction to an awful pickup line. A new emoji with an uneven face and rosy cheeks is driving the internet wild. One eye is open, one eyebrow is slightly furrowed, and the mouth is doing something pretty inexplicable. I don't know. According to the Emojipedia, the go-to blog about emojis, if you didn't know, now you know where to go when you're like, where's the dictionary for emojis? There it is. This woozy face digital expression represents the state of, apparently, being tired and emotional, aka drunk, but people on the internet seem to think it represents a wide range of other occurrences. For example, when you have a crush, it could be the face that you made in 3rd grade when your crush blesses your sneeze. It could be when you have an antibiotic. I ruined the whole joke. It could be when you have an upset stomach when that probiotic hits. It could be when you sneak in a burp, when you try and push your breath out the side of your mouth. I'm reading tweets, the top tweets that people are talking about here, which is actually quite funny. So thank you, Twitter. It could also be when you take a photo at the DMV. This is how they be when they get their picture taken at the DMV. That could be that face too. But hey, we even got a celebrity weighing in on the emoji. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said it either means two things. A, I'm awesome, or B, excuse me, but I have gas. And of course, Dwayne had to put up his photo with it. Dwayne, why do you always have to get your photo op in there? Okay, I guess. Well, it could be the new Dwayne emoji. Maybe that's what we'll call it. So where did it come from? Apple introduced a range of new emojis as part of its iOS 12.1 update on Wednesday. Along with the creepy guy at the bar emoji, the electronics giant included new animals, foods, characters with curly hair, and bald people in its latest release. emojis were first previewed on World Emoji Day back in July, and apparently people use it to communicate as opposed to just calling somebody on the phone, video chatting with somebody, or sending a text message. Apparently emojis are the new form of communication, hence the Emoji Movie. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm still gonna be in the background going, because I don't know what it is. How many of you guys use Flickr? Well, Flickr has some news coming out today. Apparently Flickr is revamping under SmugMug with new limits on free accounts and unlimited storage for pros. So Flickr is making some big changes this week. Following its acquisition by SmugMug earlier this year, the company announced this week it's addressing a series of issues on the site, including spam, customer support, and use of the Yahoo login. For example, apparently they're trying to... Okay, well, now that they were acquired by another company, obviously they have to pull out of Yahoo, so you can't have a Yahoo login. But more notably, it's also revamping its account structure to impose increased limits for free users while rolling out unlimited storage for pro subscribers. Back in 2013, Flickr introduced a full terabyte of free storage for members. That was unheard of. A move it hoped would bring more users to its service. But in the years since, consumers have shifted to services like Apple's iCloud and Google Photos, which are integrated with iPhones and Android smartphones as a way to back up their photos. Which it kind of left Flickr back in this weird rut saying, well, we do photos, guys, right? We store Flickr photos? Yahoo? Woohoo! Hello? And we're like, well, yeah, well, smartphone, Google, Android, Apple, iOS, we're covered for photos. What are you talking about, Flickr? Get out of here. It's almost like the annoying cousin who comes around and wants to play with you, and you're like, no, get out of here. The last time I had you play Risk with me, you cost me my entire army. No, I'm not playing with you. Here we go. The free storage attracted the wrong kind of user to Flickr, according to Andrew Stadlin, VP of Products at Flickr, in an announcement explaining the move. In 2013, Yahoo lost sight of what makes Flickr truly special and responded to a changing landscape in online photo sharing by giving every Flickr user a staggering terabyte of free storage. This and numerous related changes to the Flickr product during that time had strongly negative consequences. First and most crucially, the free terabyte largely attracted members who were drawn by the free storage, not by engagement with other lovers of photography. This caused a significant tonal shift in our platform away from the community interaction and exploration of shared interests that make Flickr the best shared home for photographers in the world. In other words, the company doesn't want to be an online shoebox anymore. It wants to return to being a real photo community, which is kind of how it started out, and then Yahoo went and messed it all up. The other issue Flickr's new team has with the free storage giveaway is that it meant the Yahoo-owned Flickr was beholden to advertisers. Shifting to a subscription model allows Flickr's new owners, SmugMug, to focus on building features for members, not advertisers, which I think is a smart move, and then they can actually do what they want to do because they have support of their users. Stadlin also says that giving away storage devalued Flickr's and users' eyes. They no longer saw it as a product worth paying for, because they're like, well, I just signed up for free and I get a terabyte of free storage. What's the big deal? So here's what they're doing. Flickr is now aiming to change that by revamping who Flickr is for. It is reducing free storage to 1,000 photos, a limit it came up with based on observations of how free and pro members were already using Flickr. The vast majority of free users have fewer than 1,000 photos uploaded, so it won't be impacted. And pro members can now choose to upgrade to a paid plan for $5.99 a month, or they can save 30% and pay $50 per year when they opt for annual billing. The Pro membership includes unlimited photo storage, an ad-free experience, advanced statistics, automatic backup through Auto Uploader, and discounts from Adobe, Blurb, SmugMug, and Prime. Prime, not Amazon Prime. Alongside the news of the account changes, the company announced product changes to the site itself. Flickr is rolling out support for photo resolutions up to 5K. That's 26 megapixels, or up to 6 times larger than Flickr's current 4 megapixel maximum. He also says that Flickr will offer full support for embedded color profiles across all modern browsers, devices, and displays, and will introduce improvements to the photo ingestion process for faster uploads with fewer errors. The customer support section is also getting a revamp, since apparently it just went right down into the void. So they're coming back with that and fixing it all up. Flickr will also be dumping the Yahoo login, with a new login rolled out to the site in early 2019 that will allow users to sign up with any email address, not just a Yahoo account. The changes go to address a number of users' complaints, especially pro photographers had with Flickr during its Yahoo years. The challenge, however, is to win back the disgruntled customer and get them to pay for storage and features. And they believe that they can do so by listening and working with Flickr's community. Obviously, they're a fan of it a long time. There are a lot of photographers there as well. So hopefully these changes will take effect. Hopefully the market will respond accordingly, and hopefully we'll see Flickr return to what it once was. Finally, in the gaming news world, we have some news for you guys. Apparently Shroud completely breaks Blackout while trying to catch a supply drop with a helicopter. Yes, it was big enough that it actually made news. So for those of you who don't know, the last time Shroud was in the news was when he and Dr. Disrespect, in the earlier part of summer, earlier this year, was at PUBG's World Championship event, invitational thing. I forgot exactly the name. Run around for a winner chicken dinner, and the Shroud nade, as it's called, apparently blew up in like the face, literally 2 or 3 feet away from 2 players huddled behind a building outcropping air vent duct thing. He apparently threw it over the building and behind the air duct and landed it right smack in front of them. Should have been an easy double kill, but it didn't. PUBG chalked it up to a big old mistake. Well, now apparently Shroud is taking his newfound legacy and going and breaking Blackout. Not on purpose, but it's kind of funny. Apparently, former Counter-Strike Global Offensive Pro player Michael Shroud Grizik hilariously managed to find himself swimming underneath the map during a game of Blackout on Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This is where it gets interesting. What were they trying to do? Well, they were trying to catch a supply drop in mid-air using a helicopter he was piloting with Skadoodle, Just 9N, and anything directing him on how to steer the helicopter so that it would be directly underneath the falling package and it could catch the supply drop. Shroud was able to position the helicopter perfectly, with the supply drop landing neatly on top of the helicopter. Unfortunately, instead of sitting on top of the vehicle, it began to drag the helicopter down into the ground, and Grizik could only watch in horror as he was pushed through the map and into the abyss below where he could swim around. We actually have video of it, so do you guys want to see the video? Get the video here queued and load it up for you.
It's hard.
Oh,
you gotta wait till it's right in front of you and then.
Okay.
Okay. More behind you.
Alright, so they're flying around here and they're trying to position it to land on top. Sorry I had to mute the audio for it. There is some swearing in it. It is Call of Duty, so keep that in mind. And, well, now, just went through the floor.
Guys,
Look at the plane.
where'd Mike go?
Help.
Like, oh, no.
He's stuck.
You're gonna fall. It's gonna make you fall.
Oh my. Holy
Space
shit.
bar or something.
So he's trying to use the
Nate,
grapple thing to get out.
What the fuck's happening? Up top hill, top hill.
That's not working. Oh, he's stuck. Yep, that's
get out.
Just one dude. One? No, just one. Yeah, he's down.
So he said, "Yep, guys, I am in the floor." The Canadian attempted to use his grapple gun to get back on the right side of the map and was able to shoot it and grab onto the floor. However, it wouldn't let him through and he just kept bouncing into the water below the map. With him losing hope, he suddenly began to fall again, and he figured he was going to die. Miraculously, instead of being eliminated, Shroud ended up back on the ground as if nothing had happened. Yeah, he just like respawned and went boop boop and was up on top and running around. So, Blackout, you know, fix this problem, guys. You know, it is supposed to be a AAA rated game. You know, high marks. You know, a lot of people really love the game. What the heck is? What's this live bug doing in here, or is this Shroud breaking the game on purpose because he doesn't know what else to do? He seems to be pretty good at that. So PUBG fixed the nade problem, and maybe we won't go landing supply drops on helicopters from now on. Hopefully that'll take care of the problem. But really, Blackout, Call of Duty, Activision, you guys should have known about this like a long time ago. People are gonna do stupid stuff. You know, fix it so that we don't have to see this. But actually, no, actually, it's actually kind of funny. I'm trying to be sarcastic and tell a joke at the same time. Apparently, I'm failing. But yeah, so Shroud has apparently been playing Black Ops 4 fairly often on Twitch, showing off his amazing shots and incredible in-game smarts since the release of Blackout. Recently, he went on an incredible rampage, taking out 6 enemies single-handedly with a SOG 9mm, And for those of you who are at TwitchCon, he pulled off a crazy ATV kill during the Dorito Bowl tournament at TwitchCon. So there you have it. And with that being said, that will bring us to the end of today's show. By the way, if you happen to miss something on today's show, or there's something that you want to be informed on, be sure to let us know in either the live chat or on our Discord server. Don't forget to redeem your code over at technewsgadget.net/insiders. That will do it for this episode of the latest in tech news. I'm your host, Taylor Merrick. For the latest in tech, gadgets, and gaming news, be sure to head on over to technewsgadget.net. You can do the .com too as well, but the .net works just as well. Pretty much, keep being awesome, guys, and I'll see you on the flip side.